Where does Paige Bueckers rank amongst recent Rookie of the Year winners? A week ago, Paige Bueckers was named the 2025 WNBA Rookie of the Year. The Dallas Wings phenom received 70 of 72 votes, nearly walking away with a near-unanimous victory over Washington Wings' Sonia Citron. Bueckers is the third player in franchise history to win the award, following in the footsteps of Alicia Gray, 2017, and Cheryl Ford, 2003, with the Detroit Shock. Bueckers had a historic campaign, breaking several rookie records and starting the All-Star game. It was a truly special season for a first-year player, one that announced the former UConn guard as an instant superstar. Watching Bueckers dazzle every night was such a kinetic experience, and it made me wonder just how impressive her rookie year was within the context of recent league history. The answer might surprise some folks. After taking a close look at the last 10 Rookie of the Year winners, I walked away with one major sentiment. This league has a lot of amazing players, and most of them have been great since year one. With that in mind, let's rank all 10 winners since 2016 and see where Bueckers stacks up. 10. Michaela Onyenwere, Chicago Sky, 2021. A product of what many consider to be the worst WNBA draft class in league history, Onyenwere won the Rookie of the Year award almost by default. Her 8.6 points and 2.9 rebounds per game averages on .401/.327/.836 splits were nothing to write home about, but they were the most impressive numbers of any rookie that year. Not a single rookie eclipsed the 9 points per game threshold in 2021. Wings fans may remember Dallas having the top 2 picks of the 2021 draft in Charlie Collier and Awak Kuair, neither of whom came close to winning the award. Ari McDonald finished second in Roy voting with a solid season, and Dede Richards, who is no longer in the league, finished third. Onyenwere has floated around the league as a depth role player, but she's never been better than she was in her rookie season. She is by far the worst Roy winner of the last 10 years, and is likely at the bottom of the all-time rankings. 9. Alicia Gray, Dallas Wings, 2017. Gray will likely earn her first All-WNBA first-team selection this season for the Dream, but the first big award of her career happened right here in Dallas. Fresh off a national title with South Carolina, Gray was drafted 4th overall by the Wings and immediately became a key contributor for the squad. While Gray's 13 points per game average was great for a rookie, she did it on poor efficiency, and she wasn't the top rookie scorer of the 2017 season. Brittany Sykes. Sykes gave Gray a run for her money in a 2-horse Roy race, and the two guards put up very similar numbers across the board. But ultimately, Gray edged Sykes out with 30 to 10 first-place votes. Gray's two-way impact and solid all-around play were impressive, and she seemed destined for future stardom in the league. Alas, Dallas never fully unlocked Gray while she was here, and the organization decided to prioritize Eriko Gunbowl after drafting her in 2019. One has to imagine they would make a different decision if given the chance to do things over again. 8. Crystal Dangerfield, Minnesota Lynx, 2020. Dangerfield's win during the 2020 Wubble season has to be one of the wackiest and most unpredictable outcomes in league history. The 2020 draft, pushed back from April to September due to the COVID-19 pandemic, featured 2 future superstar prospects in Sabrina Ionescu and Satu Sabali. Both Oregon products were expected to vie for Rookie of the Year honors, but it was Dangerfield, a second-round pick, who ended up on top. Ionescu was hurt and played all but 3 games, but Dangerfield still edged out Sabali and Chundi Carter for the award. As the 16th overall pick out of UConn, Dangerfield is the lowest drafted rookie to ever win Roy. Due to Minnesota's injuries and Odyssey Sims' maternity leave, Dangerfield was unexpectedly thrust into a major role and performed admirably. At just 5 feet 5 inches, the diminutive Dangerfield proved to be a dynamic scorer, averaging 16.1 points per game on 47% shooting. Although these were impressive numbers, the entire season took place in isolation with no fans in the Wubble, and the season lasted just 22 games. As such, Dangerfield's production can be met with some skepticism. Indeed, Dangerfield never came close to her rookie numbers again, and is currently out of the league. 7. Rhyne Howard, Atlanta Dream, 2022. Howard, the number 1 overall pick out of Kentucky, came into the league and established exactly who she is. A high-volume, low-efficiency bucket getter who uses her insane length and athleticism to wreak havoc on the defensive end. Howard ran away with the Rookie of the Year award, receiving 53 of 56 votes. Shakira Austin and Nalissa Smith had solid rookie campaigns that year, but only Howard looked like a future superstar. With a strong 16.2 points per game average in year one, Howard showcased the scoring prowess that made her the top pick in the draft. What set her apart was her willingness to take and make a ton of tough threes. She attempted 7.3 threes per game in her rookie season, 34% shooting, and shot the fourth most threes in the league. Howard has grown significantly as a defender and playmaker in recent years, but her scoring profile and shot diet haven't changed much since she entered the league as a rookie phenom. 6. Napheesa Collier, Minnesota Lynx, 2019. Though Collier is now an unquestioned top 2 player in the WNBA, her career had more modest beginnings. The Lynx superstar was very good as a rookie, but she didn't enter the league as a world beater. Collier was drafted 6th overall, and while the 5 teams that passed on her all deeply regret their decision, her game has grown significantly over the past few seasons. Collier's rookie season saw her post a solid 13.1 points, 6.6 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 2.8 stocks on .490/.360/.792 shooting splits. These numbers were enough for an All-Star selection and Roy honors, as Collier beat out Eric Ogunbowale for the award. The race was somewhat closer than it should have been, with Collier getting 29 of 43 votes. Though Ogunbowale averaged a massive 19.1 points per game, Collier's overall impact was far greater. She's one of the most complete players we've ever seen. 5. Aaliyah Boston Indiana Fever, 2023. This is where the wheat starts to separate from the chaff. Boston was dominant as a rookie in 2023, winning Roy unanimously in a race that wasn't remotely close. The former number 1 overall pick out of South Carolina looked the part right away, making the All-Star team and finishing 11th in MVP voting.